Hello everybody, I am CLB Psyduck, as you all know. I am happily partnered with Rogue Energy. Currently at this time making this video, we have our limited line of Rogue Tiger Blood's flavor out in stock. It'll mean a lot to me if you use my code CLB Psyduck at checkout. You can score yourself 20% off your whole entire order, whether you buy energy or the hydration line. Hope you like Rogue Energy, and I appreciate the support. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys a team. You may not be using the team yourself, but may be interested in how it works. So I'm gonna show you. Let's go to, where is the team setup? So I'm gonna go to my first team. We got my main traveler character here, Trailblazer. We got Bailu, Astia, and March 7th. This is an option you can choose, or I know speed up is Puggies, but you may not have or want to use Astia. They may be on another team, so you may want to pull in King Q. I think King Q is so cool. You may also want to bring out Herta. I like King Q because of she does her skills is based on the Mahajan game with the like domino dice things. I don't know what they're actually what you would call them, but that's her gameplay. Herta, you'll get Herta for free. She's one of the free characters. She does AoE attack, but also when a different character, let's say my main character or one of my others, does an attack on enemies, Herta's skill is basically to follow up with an attack. So get more damage. Cheat your way and get more damage out of the enemies. So we're gonna try with Herta. We got March 7th to provide a defense just in case, and we got Bailu for heals. So I'm gonna show you guys this team. I'll also go through. So I'm with my main character. She's Destruction, which deals outstanding amounts of damage and possesses great survivability, suitable for various combat scenarios. So deal lots of damage, but also can survive. We're gonna go to the skill, and it shows her skill deals physical damage equal to 62% of the Trailblazer's attack to a single enemy and enemies adjacent to it. Her talent: each time after this character inflicts weakness break on an enemy, attack increases by 10%, and the effect stacks up to 2 times. Her ultimate, we're gonna do the first one. Her energy card. Cost is 120. Choose between 2 attack modules to deliver a full strike. Blowout: farewell hit deals physical damage equal to 300% of the traveler's attack to a single enemy. We got this blowout, which is RIP. Home run deals physical damage to 180% of the traveler's attack to a single enemy, and physical damage equal to 108% of the trailblazer's attack to enemies adjacent to it. So this is going more into her burst, whether it's going to be single or blast. I pretty much use blast, unless there's only one enemy left out of the groups of enemies that typically spawn in the beginning. So deals physical damage equal to 180% of the trailblazer's attack to a single enemy, and physical damage equal to 108 of the trailblazer attack to an adjacent to it. Her special bonus effect is a fallen star. When enemies are defeated due to the trailblazer's ornament, the trailblazer regenerates 10 extra energy. This effect can only be triggered once per attack. And then we're gonna go into her light cone, her weapon, and I'm gonna click switch so we can look at the others I have, so we can compare. So this is the one I currently have on her. Increases the wearer's basic attack and skill damage by 25%. So we're getting even more attack and damage in there. Another one you may see on your when you do summons is that you have this option which deals 25% increased damage the enemy's use HP is above 50%. So you focused on the enemy's HP when it's greater than 50%, but you lose out on attack, like the extra attack you can get when the enemy is below 50%. You can decide for yourself if you would like that or not like that, but I generally like, for this character, your main character, I would recommend this one. But we're going to go to the third one and see what it says. If the wearer's current HP is lower than 80%, crit rate increases by 12%. So with my character, since she can survive, I never seen her go under 50%. So maybe she went 75, maybe it was around 80, where you can get the crit rate increased. But her kit's basically centered around attack, which if you want to balance crit rate and attack, then you can go for this one. But this is all based on your main character's current HP when they're fighting. So you have to get your main character lower than 80% in order for the crit rate to be increased. And it's kind of hard to do that with this team because we have Bailu. So if you really want to go balls out, and go test how your damage and try to get your, just not care about HP, then you're free to test that. We got only a fallen star. So what I meant by, so engaging weapons have refinement ranks. When you go over to here to enhance, and we got this max ascended, of course, already. We're gonna go to superimpose, and you click on auto add if you had anything, like a picture like this one. That's why it's saying the next level is going from 2 to 3, which is again increasing the attack and skill damage by another 10%. This is why it's like you putting refinements on weapons in Genshin. So don't just throw away your weapons into other weapons. Make sure you find them and get them maxed out first, and then you can fodder it into other weapons. Otherwise, it's just going to take you longer to get that bonus damage that you could have already had at the very beginning. Here's Bailu. Again, she's a healer that uses lightning. Heals allies and restores HP to the entire team. So lightning, using lightning attacks to trigger a weakness break will deal lightning damage, and applies shock effect, dealing lightning damage over time. Her skill heals a single ally for 7.8% of Bailu's max HP, plus another 78. Bailu then heals random allies 2 times. After each healing, HP restored from the next healing is reduced by 15%. After an ally with invigoration is hit, restores the ally's HP for 3.6% of Bailu's max HP plus 36%. This effect can trigger 2 times. When an ally receives a killing blow, they will not be knocked down. So I had a moment, I was fighting last night, and I thought one of my characters was going to get knocked out of the match, but luckily I had Bailu there. So this talent of hers kicked in to where Bailu restored one of the teammates, and they were like restored up to half HP, I think. Ally for 12% max HP plus another 120. This effect can be triggered 1 time per battle. So unfortunately we have to be careful of this talent of Bailu's, because that one time I had to use it was the only shot I had, and that saved me. And I did fine in that battle after that. So we're going to look at her light cone. We're going to look at other light cones that you can also choose to put on her. So the one I currently chose to put on her is when the wearer uses their skill or ultimate, their outgoing healing increases by 12%. So Bailu's, if you do there's one of hers, I think it's when you push E on PC, that's the skill, and then or her ultimate, that's when you push the number keys and you get more. But you gotta push those keys. After the wearer uses their basic attack, their next action will be advanced forward by 12%. When I think of advance forward by 12%, I'm thinking about their turn. So this is a turn-based game, and on the side you can see who goes next. It's like they're based on their speed. If you had this weapon on and you were using it on Bailu, and Bailu uses their basic attack, when it's their next turn, they get their next turn faster. So their speed is boosted. They get a turn earlier than what their actual speed is based on their kit. That's the way I interpret this. This is just my best guess. I could be wrong. I may be wrong. If I am wrong, YouTube, Cydex, you can let me know in the chat down below about this. And I will definitely love to learn from you guys what you think this means. So the third weapon I have that could be another choice is at the start of battle, immediately regenerate 6 energy for all allies. So if this was already on somebody, like another abundance character that you had, and you didn't want to use your other weapons, and it was down to these two, but this one's already being used, I would go with this one as a second choice, because you're using Bailu as more of a support. Yeah, she's supposed to be providing more heals, and more HP stats for herself, so she can be able to heal her teammates more in case the other teammates got in a sticky situation. You were fighting a tough enemy, but this will be a good second choice because you're using Bailu, who's already a support character, to give energy to your whole team that you're using her with, and the energy is being added onto the energy that is needed for each character's burst to come up, their ultimates. So 6 energy is 6 energy sooner for your entire team's burst ultimates to come up. So that is a good second option if this was taken. My own personal preference, I hate switching weapons on a character. Like, it's like Genshin, when you go into the abyss, you have to finagle with your characters. You have to switch things around. And I have a crappy memory. So I don't want to go there and switch things around on my characters and then figure out later, oh, I forgot I did this. I need to switch this back. I would rather have one person have their own stuff and keep it on that character. I know all you guys are gonna argue, yes, that's huge in resources, that's an issue, I know. But me personally, even if it does cost a lot for you to level up another weapon, if I needed to, I would do it. Because think about it, after you're done maxing out this character, you're just going to be leveling up another character. So you're still going to be using resources. You're just using resources that is comfortable for you to use, you to play with, and what would benefit your team comps. Or if you have a crappy memory, of course, you're not going to remember to go back and fix things. Alright, so first, I would say this is the top choice for Bailu. This would be the second choice. This one, because I'm not too positive on the advance forward part of what the skill is saying for the weapon. I'm just putting that third for Bailu. Next, we're gonna move on to Herta. Herta, again, is the character you get for free, which is Erosion. So Erosion deals remarkable amounts of damage to multi-targets. The main damage dealer against group of enemies. And then she is using ice. And ice attacks trigger weakness break when dealing ice damage and freezes the target, immobilizing the enemy and dealing additional ice damage. And we do see that when we're fighting. It is fabulous. Deals ice damage equal to 50% of Herta's attack to all enemies. If the enemy's HP percent is 50% or higher, the damage dealt to this target is increased by 20%. So, the enemy's HP percentage is 50% or higher. We're gonna do an increase of 20%. So, like, enemy is gonna be making sure it's getting knocked out. Alright, so this is what I was referring to with Herta in my main character. This is super good. Even with Hook, Herta is gonna be good with Hook. When an ally's attack causes an enemy's HP to fall percent to 50% or lower, Herta will launch a follow-up attack, dealing ice damage equal to 25% of Herta's attack to all enemies. So, let's say my main character attacks, and my main character's got the enemy's HP to fall at 50% or lower. Herta's gonna come up with another attack and deal ice damage equal to 25% of Herta's attack. And we'll see that. Herta's actually also good with Dan, because Dan is a single target damage dealer. And because he's single target and he can't do multiple target hits, you might need another 2 damage dealers on the team to help Dan out in order to like be able to hit a lot of damage all at once and use the follow-up attacks. That's why I don't like to use single targets. People who can only do single targets right now isn't good. You need people who can do support buffs and do AoE damage. So yeah, that's about her talent. We're gonna go to her light cone, which is gonna be getting enhanced, maybe, but a little bit at a time. All I had in resources. Okay, so on Herta, I have where it increases the wearer's ultimate damage by 40% too. This is massive for a damage dealer. And then the wearer, this is on, I think I put this on Servial. But the wearer generates 23 energy immediately upon entering battle, increases ultimate damage by 40%. So Servial will regenerate 23 energy upon entering battle, and it will increase her ultimate by 40%. You really want, for Herta's case, you really want damage. And this one has a 42% for the wearer's ultimate damage. So when we go over there and we look at this, you get 23 energy to make sure you get your ultimate up. But it only increases by 40% right now, is how I have it on. Maybe if this gets another refinement on it, and it surpasses this stat, then I'll think about transferring this over. But right now it's not that great, I feel. When the wearer uses their ultimate, increase attack by 36% for 2 turns. Okay, so this one's on King Q right now, but if you had this one and Genius, this is basically up to your decision. Basically, if you want to focus on increasing Herta's ultimate damage by 40%, or when the wearer uses their ultimate, it increases attack by 36% that lasts for 2 turns. This is where you can make that decision, but this is lasting for 2 turns. I like when things last turns, especially more than 1 turn, but this doesn't say that it's limited to turns. It just says increase the wearer's ultimate damage. So every time you have her ult, it can be increased by 42%. But maybe like with this one, it won't be so good in battle because you only use Herta's ult once during the entire time you're having a battle. So that one time your attack is increased for only 30%, 6% for 2 turns. But it depends how long you're battling. So that's where things can get tricky of you deciding between these two. This last one, after the wearer uses their skill, additionally regenerate 9 energy. This effect can only be triggered 1 time per turn. So you keep using Herta's skills, each turn you'll keep getting 9 energy. And again, Herta can follow up with a follow-up attack. That is, when she follows up with an attack, it's her normal attack. That's where the attack could come in that lasts for turns. I'm not really sure if the follow-up attack will be good with this weapon because the follow-up attack is triggered by her talent. which is triggered by your other ally getting the enemy's HP lower than 50%. In my brain, the way I'm thinking about this is that when she does a follow-up attack, that would not be counted as a turn. But for those of you who know damage, who know how turns work, who know theory crafting, again, everybody, you can let me know down in the chat, and I will love to learn. I would love to be taught respectively, of course, and positive, constructive learning. But these are my thoughts and how these weapons would work on the character, and how you can make your own decisions in choosing. Okay, next we're moving on to March 7th, which her talent is after shielding an ally. A shielded ally is attacked by an enemy. March 7th immediately counters, dealing ice damage equal to 50% of her attack. This effect can be triggered 2 times each turn. So we have to shield an enemy, one of ourselves, not an enemy, excuse me. We have to shield ourselves in order to get that and get March 7th counter the enemy who wants to attack us. Her skill provides a single ally with a shield that can absorb damage equal to 38% of defense plus 190 for 3 turns. If the ally's current HP is 30% or higher, greatly increases the chance of enemies attacking that ally. There's an ally or March 7th that is at 30% or higher. It'll trigger the enemies to attack them instead in order to protect the other character. Going to her light cone, I have increases wearer defense by 16%. The wearer's current HP is lower than 50% and increases their defense by a further 16%. This is just on the wearer, March 7th. So they're increasing her defense, which is beneficial, so she can put that shield on the other, her allies, and that shield to be more tanky, I guess you can say. My other options is when the wearer breaks an enemy's weakness, the wearer restores HP by 12% for the of their max HP. This is not really benefiting March 7th because March 7th does shielding, and it's based on her defense as well. So her stats isn't based on HP, it's based on defense, I feel, so that one wouldn't be relevant. When the wearer unleashes their ultimate, they restore HP by 21% of max HP. Again, I feel like HP is not good with March 7th. We can look back at the skill. A single ally which is shielded can absorb damage equal to 30% of March 7th's defense plus 190 for 3 turns. If the ally's current HP percentage is 30% or higher, greatly increases the chance of enemies attacking the ally. So I am using March 7th just for the shield, one shield that she can give each ally, and it's based on defense. So I feel like these two wouldn't be good because it's only on HP. So for survivability, because you're putting a shield on somebody else that's may not be March 7th, when the wearer unleashes their ultimate, they restore HP by 20% of max HP. If you want a less tanky shield, but make sure that March survives to keep providing shield to allies, then this could come in. I could see that. But her weapon's just not, these two are just not supporting the team. These would be more for herself, which is getting HP. And I feel like the best bet would be making herself have more defense, because her shield is based on defense. So you need the shield when you're just thinking about the shield when using March 7th for your allies. She needs a weapon that can give more defense. That's the only way I mentally can see using March 7th with my team. I mean, the only other thing is if there was a light cone that could give defense to March 7th, but also attack. I feel like that would be good. But also, I feel like we just need to level up our characters more than we can at 20 out of 20, and our light cones at 20 out of 20. 30% higher greatly increases the chance of allies attacking that ally. Yeah. I just think of defense for the shield. Let me know, again, what you guys think about March 7th, how you plan, what are you thinking of using her as, how other light cones may benefit her than the one I am using. And I'll love to answer questions and discuss that as well. I'm gonna see if I can enhance. Nope, I don't materials. But I know what I'm gonna do instead. So, the Trailblaze power. We are gonna go and take care of that because I am mixed. We're gonna go to the 2 locations. We gotta continue story over there. Go on an assignment. And this in 2 hours. In 2 hours and 10. We can do more. I'm gonna put 2 on there. Must dispatch 2, and 1's already on dispatch. See, this is why it's so limited what we can do. Oh, we can do these 2 right now for 20 hours. We're gonna confirm that. Oh, we have to wait the 2 hours. I'm like, can we do another 2 for today? This is what I wanted to do. What do we need? Oh, this is for light cones. We need this one. So we're gonna do some runs with this team that I just showed you. We're gonna do 3 waves. What I just went to is like, in Genshin there's the blessings for Mora, and there's 1 blessing for character level up EXP. We're doing the one that's for the weapon level up EXP right now, because I need that. So here's where you can pull in a support if I were to need to. I don't really need to right now, so I haven't really been touching it. So we're going to use Herta, March 7th, Bailu, and myself. I'm going to start the challenge. I'm going to start by putting a shield on myself.
With me out here, how can we lose?
So we're going to do a blast, and I am a fizz element, so this guy is weak to fizz, so that's why I'm going to cast it on him.
Time to twirl!
And then you saw her to come in for a counter attack. We're going to do an AoE to both of them.
There's more than that.
Try that again!
And so I was shielded, so because the enemy targeted me,
Go away!
March 7th,
You don't look so good.
Came in. And that's what her talents, we looked at her talents and saw
Look,
that's
listen,
what
feel
she
good!
is.
You have the worst luck running into me.
So we are gonna do, this is where like,
Stay right there while I give you a
I
present.
guess, you want HP
Let's go.
for your for March, so you don't have to use her own shield on herself. That's the only thing I was thinking about.
Batter up.
Time to twirl!
Another counter attack. AoE.
Time to twirl!
So you do see their
like somebody
skills and
needs a
talents
doctor.
coming in. We're gonna do this. He's dying. We're losing some.
You can't
We're
run!
fine. So that was another counter attack.
Try that again!
And we
My
can
turn.
follow up with the ultimate.
Check out this awesome move!
I just love the animations. This is so cool. Like, no matter how many times I watch it, I'm gonna put it on myself.
With me out here, how can we lose? You can't run!
So more counterattacks.
Try that again.
I activated my
Rules are made to be broken.
I'm gonna target. Right?
Time to twirl.
There we go.
Let's make it quick.
And then we can only do single target. So I'll just hit the middle guy.
Time to twirl.
Or the far right guy. We're gonna use AoE.
Time to twirl. Let me tend to your wounds. Huh? Yeah.
Oh, nope, he's not out yet. So I'm gonna use.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
I'm gonna take this guy out.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours.
Not yet? I thought he would have been done for. He should have been done so. Okay, I'm gonna put it on main character.
With me out here, how can we lose? You can't run! Try that again!
I'm gonna do a blast. Make sure we get the far right guy.
Time to twirl!
And single target will just hit the middle there. Since
You don't look so
they
good.
were weakened by us. We don't really need a heal.
You have the worst luck running into me.
Let's put it
Stay
on
right
here
there
just
while I
in
give you a
case.
present. I'm breaking. You can't run. Time
Counter
to
attacks
twirl.
coming in.
This is our chance.
I'm gonna do a blast.
Time to twirl. You must be honored to meet me.
I am very honored to meet you, Herta. Part of this story, I'm not gonna spoil anything just in case. We're not really that low on health. And they dying over time. Nope, he came back.
Help me.
So now
Gotta
I'm
try
gonna
hard
use her
sometimes.
first.
Check out this awesome move.
And battle over. Finito. We get rewards. So this is for rewards for doing 3 of those challenge waves. And it uses like your resin for the day. And we can hit that for resources and other rewards too. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, rest of your day, and I will check you guys next time. Bye everybody.